Vaping got inside my head. Without it, I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I was an entirely different person.
It was harder for me to focus when I was vaping. My grades dropped. There's a lot more negatives and downfalls than people would think.
There's a difference between what I deserve and what I want. I feel like everyone deserves forgiveness. As a 14-year-old, I've been through a decent amount of stuff.
I probably struggle the most with mental health. I was 13 when I started vaping. I was so overwhelmed and really stressed out. And so I looked to vaping as a way to escape that. And it didn't do that for me.
I have an anxiety thing. I start getting really overwhelmed. It feels better to be angry because when I feel sad, I feel weak. People were telling me, oh yeah, it can help with your anxiety. I'm like, really? It was exactly the opposite of what I expected. Brought more anxiety, brought more anger, and brought more sadness.
I would bring my vape to school before I would go to class. I would use it. I always had it in my pocket too. Vaping is really manipulative because in the long run, it's tearing you apart. Tearing apart your health, tearing apart your relationships with family, friends. It's just a downward spiral. Once you get addicted, it made me 10 times more paranoid because I was always so scared of being caught or being judged.
It got into my brain. I got home from school. What did I do? Oh, I hit my vape. I got home from the gym. I hit my vape. I'm about to go to bed. What do? I hit my vape. Every single day, every single night. And one night, I had left mine at a friend's house. So I started freaking out. Texting people, hey dude, do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? I got money. Can someone give this to me? Like, who can give me more? I had another friend nonstop calling me, basically. When I finally answered the phone, I just popped off on them. I was cussing at them, I was yelling at them. And the reason why they were calling me was because a family member had just passed away and they needed to talk to me about it. I really hurt that friend. And with how much that person meant to me, I looked at myself and I said, what have I become?
When I think back to before I ever vaped, it was a lot more bubbly, a lot happier and outgoing. And then as soon as I vaped, that all went away. And then I became a very one-sided person. That side was all the anger, anxiety, and panic that comes with vaping. And I was too afraid to address my own emotions, when really it's okay to open up and not rely on vaping.
When it latches on you don't know it's there. Vaping is like a ghost. It haunts you, it catches on to you. When I really started to notice things, it was already way too late. I was so far into it. I was making problems for myself that weren't even there. Didn't even make any sense. And then when someone asked me, what's wrong? No answer.
The biggest thing I was robbed of was my childhood friendships. I chose vaping over them. I only cared about myself and I didn't care what I did to others because I was just so wrapped up in my own thoughts. It's like a toxic relationship with vaping.
I've been trying to journal. You know, if I ever feel something, just write it all out instead of punch it all out or, I don't know, yell it all out. It's better than that. I bike. That is definitely an outlet. I be going like super fast down the streets and like popping it up, swerving around. It tires me out, calms me down. That will always be an outlet for me.
One thing I've found like really peaceful is crafting. I love to do DIYs and I like to go out for pottery with my friends. I also like to go axe throwing. That's a good way to get out your anger rather than taking it out on a little stick.
The fact that I was able to overcome an addiction at how young I am, I feel successful. I want to come out of high school feeling I put in good work and I did a good job. I just want to feel proud of myself. I just want to feel proud of myself.